What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and yes, I'm extra hyped today. We have a new game mode coming and a brand new faction, the Void. So, we're going to kind of break this down into a few different videos because there's a lot of information to unpack. I want to make sure each video is kind of targeted on one specific topic. And today we are actually going to start off, I guess we'll say part one, is going to be about the brand new hero, and that is Sword Flash Xia. So yes, it's not a brand new hero. It is taking an existing hero and modifying them with some special resources, some special copies you have to get. We'll kind of talk about that over the next couple of videos. But I figure the first thing we should go over is this new hero. So one thing we do need to talk about right off the bat, I'll put a picture of it right there. Yeah, I'll put it to the side right there. So you are able to only use one of these heroes. So this hero is a very, very, very strong hero. Chances are the Void is going to be the new kind of like pay to win style hero. Granted, you can get them free to play as well. It's going to take longer, a lot longer, but you can still get them. But you can only have one of each hero in your lineup. So yes, you can use this in PvE. You can use it in Aspen Dungeon. You can use it in PvP. But you can only have one of these Xias in your lineup at a time. So, I mean, I guess if you're talking about Guild Wars, if you're talking about Interdimensional Arena, you can use them in different lineups, but each team, as far as we know, you can only use one of this hero. So that is kind of a way for them to balance it out so people don't all of a sudden show up with 5 Xias, or I should say 5 Sword Flash Xias, because it's a different name now. So 5 of the Sword Flash Xias, you can't do that. You can only have one in your PvP lineup. It does keep it balanced, but whenever they do come out with another hero, so like for example, if they come out with a Void version of Lutz, say, you can have a Lutz and a Xia on the same team. So that is perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever there. But yeah, let's jump in. Let's go over the hero. Granted, remember guys, all of this is on the Chinese tap test server. They always get things first. I'm guessing we probably won't see this event on iOS and Android for probably like a month. Usually big iterations of the game and new things in the game usually take a long time before they get to us. So there's probably going to be changes, might even be changes to the hero, but let's jump in. We have to, everybody thank Jimmy. We're going to put a link. I'm going to put a link right here, and we're going to put a link in the description and in the comments to his channel. He was nice enough to get some footage from the Chinese tap server. He's gracious enough to let us review it right now. So we're going to go over it, kind of do like, not like a live reaction, but kind of like an overview of what he has. And yeah, see how that goes. So let's jump on over to the video, and we'll kind of stop, pause, and go over the entire thing. Alright guys, so let's start this up. Make sure I have it muted. Yes, we do. We're going to go through it. We're going to show the hero, and you'll notice we have a brand new section right up here at the top right. That is going to be the new icon for the Void faction. So here we go. You got the 3 different versions here. So she does look similar, but different. Definitely looks like a different hero. Just going to look over the skills here. Probably not too much point going over the 5-star version because I believe it does change, especially percentages, but they are going over the skills right here. I'm hoping, I can't remember. I watched this once. Can't remember if they show the 10-star. You should. I'm pretty sure they do. I think, yep, there goes the 6, so we get to see the different versions. If you guys want to stop and see the differences between the 5-star, the 6-star, and the 10-star versions of the hero, you can do that now. Of course, the 10-star is all we care about because that depends on the speed and everything like that, so that's really important. Here we go. So just to start off, let's go over this, her health, her attack, and her speed. So she is the new fastest hero in the game. She has actually some of the highest stats you'll ever see overall. Her attack stat, if you guys remember the normal Xia in the Fortress faction, she is the highest baseline attack hero in the game at 40,000. Sword Flash Xia now has 62,000. There's partially a reason to that. She also has a base speed of 1286, which I believe overall is like 48-ish. faster than Ada, but there's a big difference here. One thing I want to talk about, because a lot of people are going to see these inflated stats right off the bat and be like, oh my god, this is so overpowered. There's one big contention here, and that is we don't have Celestial Island tech for the Void faction. So that means all the other factions, once they max everything out, are going to have 60 more speed than what their baseline stats say. They're going to have 30% more HP and 15% more attack. So yes, these are higher numbers. Yes, they are still very strong numbers, but the Void faction will not have Celestial Island towers, at least to start with. They will not have bonuses. So of course their base stats are going to have to be higher. You know what I'm saying, guys. They're going to have to be higher baseline to counteract that Celestial Island bonus. Granted, these are still very high even when you consider that. It does mean once the light faction is fully maxed out on speed, Ada will be faster than this Xia. Should be, I'm pretty sure. Again, this is all very new information because it's the first day it's been on the Chinese Tap server, so I want to go over it. But yeah, overall, speed is fast, attack is fast. So let's jump into these abilities here. So, yep, nothing there because I don't think they have tech on it right now. So, active skill is called the Void Crusher. Xia attacks the enemy with the lowest HP, so very similar to most assassin abilities, going after the lowest target, dealing armor ignoring damage by 320, 640, and 1280. So she hits that target 3 times for increasing damage that is 100% armor ignoring. That's kind of crazy. Then, when Impeccable Flow is stacked, it will consume the layer of Impeccable Flow to make the skill target all enemies. We'll talk about how you get those stacks, but it makes that attack, that triple attack, hit every single enemy and restores her by 30% of the damage dealt. Whew. Wow. That is a big hit. And yeah, it says Impeccable Flow, skill effect used to enhance her active and basic skills. So Void Crusher sounds like a huge AoE type ability if you have that stack. Next up is the first passive, basically the basic attack for Blade Ambush. She attacks the enemy with the lowest HP. Same again, just one target. Dealing, yes, once again, armor ignoring damage by 160% attack 5 times. So that's going to be something that can eat away at unbending will layers. That could be pretty good. And then also, if she has an Impeccable Flow stack for this one as well, it will increase the damage to 320%, so doubles the damage, and restores health by 75% of the damage dealt. So both her active and her basic can have a healing effect built in, so long as you have an Impeccable Flow stack. So that'll be the last passive we go over. The next one, though, is her defensive one. So Retaliation Strike. This one's kind of crazy. Passive skill. After releasing an active or basic, so basically every single turn, she will obtain 1 layer of retaliation. What is retaliation? It's kind of overpowered. Skill effect, dodges the next active or basic attack she receives. So essentially, just to take a quick break from that right there, just that part. If you're talking about Aspen Dungeon 1v1 waves, she will dodge every single attack. 100%. Not like Drake where it's like 60%. 100% chance to dodge. That's crazy. Then deals armor ignoring damage by 750% of the attack against the enemy with the lowest HP 2 times, and has a 33% chance to deal extra damage by 15% of the maximum HP against all enemies. There's so much going into these skills, guys. So many ways to do AoE damage. Everything is targeting the lowest HP, and this one here is retaliating. So if she gets attacked, she then goes and headhunts that low HP target and also just hits the rest of the team, has a chance to hit the rest of the team as well. But she has multiple attacks, much like the normal Fortress Xia, so she's going to be amazing at finishing off people through Unbending Will. So that's kind of crazy. But then we come up to Will of the Sword. This is where she actually gets her Impeccable Flow stacks, I guess you could say. Every 8 successful dodges or blocks, so she's going to dodge once a turn essentially if she gets hit, or blocks, she gets a layer of Impeccable Flow. each time or each kill by Xia, so I think Xia has to be the one to kill the target, she'll get another stack of it. So essentially, running her with a splendid Augustus Magic Ball, since she has extremely high attack, means she's going to be taking a lot less damage. Plus, she has a much higher chance to block with Augustus Magic Ball. So that means she's going to be blocking and dodging and then adding those impeccable flow stacks for her basics and actives to start popping off. Then she also has stacks to, dodge dodge 100% for the next attack while also retaliating and doing more damage. Is kind of crazy. It's not kind of crazy. It's really crazy. So it's interesting for sure. Now, you're probably wondering, how do we actually get this hero? Well, we'll go into it a little bit more in detail next video, but this one will touch base on it very shortly. So essentially what you need to do is there's going to be a special way to get a new type of currency and a new way to get the new version of the hero, but you only need to get one of that hero. You'll notice right here in the 6-star creation, you'll see we're in a brand new tab down the bottom for the Void heroes. You have the new version of the hero plus the original version of Xia. So essentially what you need, guys, is you are going to need 9 copies of the normal Fortress faction Xia, and you are going to build this hero essentially just like you would any other Fortress hero. Same Fortress food, everything besides the first copy needing to be the Sword Flash Xia. So you can also swap your hero into her. So if you already have an E5 Xia, you just need to get the one new Xia copy and then you can fuse them together. You have an E5 of the hero. You do not have to build this hero from scratch whatsoever. You are good to go no matter what you have. If you have a 6-star, 7-star, 8, 9, 10, anywhere between a 5-star and an E5, you can swap them directly over to the new hero. So you don't have to build them from scratch, but you can. On to the next part, and that's going to be, we have some previews of her in combat. One thing right here, you can use her in usual game mode. So as you can see, now we have a 7th faction in this filter on the side right here. So yes, she can be put in any old lineup. And there are going to be new aura bonuses, which I think are pretty interesting as well. Okay, so guys, right here, this is the next thing I want to talk about, and that is the faction aura system. So they actually give you a little more detail compared to what it is currently, but there's something really interesting. You'll notice down the bottom, the Void faction has something different. Normally you would get 2% damage reduction for a normal faction, 4% control immunity for light or dark. Well, guess what? You get 75% bonus of both of those for each Void hero. So you get, instead of 2%, you get 1.5 damage reduction, and you get 3% control immunity instead of 4. Yeah, so that's going to be the new thing. Eventually, I feel like everybody's going to be running like a 6 Void hero setup. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But I thought that was something interesting to talk about, is that there is a much better bonus for using a Void hero than it is any of the other 2 factions, essentially. So next up, we have something very special. You notice on the right hand side, we have a brand new tab for Void heroes, and that is because they are going to have, kind of like what we have in the guild tech tree, they have a tech tree for their abilities. So you'll basically be upgrading these through the new Void interface. Again, we'll go over a lot of this tomorrow in the next video, or later today. Not sure when the second video is going to be coming out. But there is a whole new skill tree that will increase stats, like here, increase HP by a certain amount in this node. The next node increases attack, so on and so forth. I think a couple of these here, we'll pause it right here. Improve basic attack to 200%. 5 times. Yeah, so it basically just increases and makes the abilities more potent as you go through the tree. You're gonna have to have a special currency that you get from the Void PvE mode that we will be talking about as well, but I figured I'd just show you a little peek of this. Of course, we don't have anything in English on this side of things just yet, so as soon as we do, we will let you know. So make sure you guys go over. I mean, everybody, you got to say thank you to Jimmy right here. I mean, you see this right here. It's awesome. But next up, we need to go into some PvP battles. And I think, yep, they are right here in this video. So you see Xia, Sword Flash Xia in slot 2, doing those counterattacks. pretty solid. Sadly, the video quality kind of bad, but hey, we can't be beggars when we're trying to, you know, figure out exactly what's going on before we even have access to it. So you'll see in a lot of these here, Xia does her attack, a lot of hits right there. She does the counter attack right there after dodging. I mean, honestly, I think I might just kind of let this play and let you guys see what happens. She has an active. Ooh. Oh my goodness. The 3 active, you see the sword. She hit for like 40 to 50 million across those, I think. That was kind of crazy. Ooh. I mean, she has some potency, especially when you pair her with someone like Rogan that's giving her huge bonuses. I mean, you see here, she's paired with Rogan and Drake, all going for that lowest target, all doing some crazy damage right there. Plus, in this lineup, Ignis was feeding her actives, so that was kind of cool as well. Let's watch. I think there's a total of like 2 more fights, so I'm sure you guys want to see them, right? Let's just put them all in here. You get to see all the action here. There she goes with her basic attack, still doing a lot of damage. There she goes with her counter attack as well. Be an active next round from her. There's her counter attack hitting them. I think it was a couple people there. Hard to say. It's really hard to tell what her attacks are hitting, because you don't necessarily know if she has one of the layers of impeccable. Is that what it is? Impeccable flow, I think. But yeah, she's really strong. Let's see her active again come up. Ooh, they even slowed it down for us, maybe. So she should go first on this team right here, I think. Nope, Drake is faster the way they have set up. Oh no, she actually got doved. Rip, guys. She got almost, she procced Unbending from Russell's active, so she's not like she's invulnerable. She's still like a normal hero that can get hit pretty hard. There's the Xia. That was her counter attack right there, hitting the Belrain. I wish we get to see her do one more active. She dodged that, counter attacked to carry, so that was pretty cool to see. All right, she has an active. Let's see it. Oh no, the carry's draining the energy. The carriers are just teasing us here. We want to see her active so badly, but they just won't let her do it. But that big heal from killing someone, oof. Gonna kill another one. Is she gonna get an active off? Oh, that's a cool animation. It's like a swing. So it's not like completely overpowered in my opinion. Is it strong? Absolutely. It is very strong. Ooh, carry dodging right back though. Ooh, okay, interesting. I mean, like you see, I mean, carries can hang in there. And you saw the end of round carry damage from their passive as well. It almost killed her. It really almost killed her. So I think there's one more. Let's watch one more fight, see how this goes. I mean, they're 2 for 2 so far on wins. And it's a very unorthodox team on the attacking side for sure. So there she goes, counterattack. Let's see what happens on her active, hopefully. Oh, and see, this is where technically speed could be an issue. Because, I mean, yeah, she's faster than Ada baseline, but when you consider all the guild tech and everything, or not guild tech, all the Celestial Island speed, she can be outsped. Oh, look at that -1. She must have an Augustus Magic Ball on this hero. Must have Augustus Magic Ball. Hanging on. Big heal from Ignis. Not too bad. I want to see an active from her so badly. Come on, active. Come on, get it off. Augustus Magic Ball making it useless. This should be it right here, right? Maybe. She lost energy again. So let's just be honest. She's not immune to the typical heroes that rule in PvP like carry. She's still affected. I mean, she does counter Russell pretty hard, because if you put a Splendid Augustus Magic Ball on her, it's gonna put in some major work from those pings. So there's a reason to bring Drake nowadays, guys, and that's because Drake bypasses that Augustus Magic Ball defense, which is huge. You almost need it. So oh man, new hero, new game mode. I can't wait. I think we're probably gonna end this one right here. I hope I went over most of it for you guys. Yeah, make sure you guys go check out Jimmy's channel too. Go give him a sub, give him some support from us as well. There's going to be a link in the description to his video and his channel. Gonna put it in the comments too, just in case you didn't see it either. So what do you guys think about this? I mean, Me personally, I think this is kind of a cool new PvE game mode with a PvP implication though. Really interesting. I really wish I wouldn't have foddered off so many of my Shia copies now, but we'll have to save them back up. At this point, guys, I would not fodder off any elite heroes because honestly, you could see like a Berea in here next. You could see a Lutz in here next. You really don't know what they could be. So it's time to start hoarding your heroes again. Let me know what you think about Shia. Let me know what you think about Sword Flash Shia. We'll be going over the actual PvE event. I might actually break that one down into a couple videos as well because there's so much information to digest. See you guys next time.